Virginia Esther Hamilton was born near the end of the Great Depression on March 12, 1934. She was the youngest of 5 children and had a large extended family. She grew up in the farmlands of Yellow Springs, Ohio, on a family farm that had been in her mother's family since the late 1850s. Virginia's maternal grandfather, Levi Perry, was brought into Ohio as a baby through the Underground Railroad. Virginia was a bright child and graduated at the top of her high school class, earning a full scholarship to Antioch College in Yellow Springs. She transferred to Ohio State University in 1956 and majored in literature and creative writing. She moved to New York City in 1958 to pursue her dreams of becoming a published writer. It was in New York that Virginia met her future husband, poet Arnold Adolph, who worked as a teacher after their marriage. The couple built their dream home on the property of the original family farmstead in Yellow Springs, Ohio, and Virginia settled down to raise her 2 children and begin her literary work. Virginia Hamilton wrote and published 41 books that covered many genres. Within all her books, you can find evidence of tradition, memory, and legacy as they help define the lives of African Americans. Virginia herself described her work as liberation literature. Virginia passed away in 2002, but 3 books have been published posthumously: Timepieces, Brer Rabbit and the Tar Baby Girl, and Wee Winnie Witch's Skenny. The following is an excerpt from her book, The House of Dyes Dreer. The story takes place in 1968. Thomas Small, a 13-year-old African-American boy, moves in with his family into a house that was once part of the Underground Railroad that is in Ohio. Once they move into the house, strange and scary things begin to happen. They meet a malicious family next to them, the Darrows, and in the end they learn that the Darrows are doing all they can to scare away the Smalls and get the treasure located in the underground tunnel. This excerpt is from page 74 when Thomas sees his new bedroom for the very first time. At his own door at the end of the hall, he held on tightly to the doorknob, but didn't turn it. It was a brass knob. Gathering his courage, Thomas opened the door to his room and was at once blinded by bright light. There was a clear glass globe suspended by a chain from the ceiling. The room was larger than he could have hoped, with a narrow fireplace to his left at the far end. There were 2 long windows across from him. His bed was placed between them facing the door. There were smaller garret windows on each side of the fireplace. Directly in front of the fireplace was a large, old-fashioned captain's chair. It was a ghostly chair with its back to the room. It faced the bare, charred insides of the cold hearth. Thomas had the awful notion that someone he couldn't see was sitting in it. Virginia Hamilton was one of the most distinguished authors of 20th century youth literature. She received nearly every award in the field during her 35-year career. If you are interested in more titles from Virginia Hamilton, please select the link provided in the original presentation.